Hey cuties, Peachy here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we're going to be talking about the recent lawsuit against MGA about the OMG dolls being copied off of a girl group. Okay, so starting off, I did not know if I wanted to make a video about this because I don't know anything about this girl group. I don't know anything about when they were established. I don't want to say anything wrong. I just want to be truthful in a way like how it appears to me as an outsider perspective, and as someone who loves and collects and has almost every OMG doll. So for me personally, my doll collecting passion came back like in such a big way when OMG dolls were introduced to us. So OMG dolls will always hold a very special place in my heart because of that. They really reinvigorated this passion for doll collecting, and I mean they really just did so much for fashion dolls in general. Like, we would not be here, I'm pretty sure, if it weren't for OMG dolls existing. But let's talk about it. So basically, earlier this week, I saw this post and I was like, what is happening? Apparently, the girl group founders or whatever, they had already sued MGA 2 times before, but MGA won. But this is the third time, and I guess, third time's a charm really is true sometimes, because they won this time, and they got 17 million first, and then it became more money. Like, they won a lot of money. MGA had to pay them a ton of money. Here we see some examples of, like the dolls, some of which they use an example, that MGA, quote, copied and used the likeness of, the group members of the band. So yeah, we'll take a look better in a second. But here's some text. So again, I don't know anything about lawsuits. I don't know, girl. I'm a simple girl. I don't know anything about this stuff, okay? I don't know. I'm simple-minded. But to me, it looks like, if MJ won the first 2 times around, and now, it just seems to me like they got lucky. The whole premise that MGA is copying a girl group band that, to my knowledge, isn't like huge popular. Maybe they were popular at once, but like I don't think they were popular like to the biggest extent that MJ would be like, yes, let us copy these colors and hairstyles and outfits. Obviously MGA dolls, Rainbow High, OMG dolls, they do take inspiration from real life fashion and celebrity like designs and choices, but it's not like infringement. Like it's not like they're creating dolls and saying like, oh, this is a Lady Gaga doll. Like, no, like when you're getting a OMG doll, you appreciate the references and subtle nuances to the designs, but it's not like they're trying to rip off of any celebrities or popular famous people, like it's not like they're doing that on purpose or that's what they're trying to do. They're taking inspiration from pop culture moments and fashion and putting that into the dolls to make them more cool and basically to also get us connected to them much quicker because we have already ties to, those pop culture moments and celebrities and music artists and stuff. A good example is the remix dolls. Here are the people, by the way, who won the lawsuit. The remix dolls, here's a good example. Bad, I don't know her name, I forget the names, but like she's from that line. She is from this 4-pack. And you can see like here they use an example of the hair being similar. Okay, but like, is that enough? Is that enough to really say that, yes, MJ is copying this girl group, a band, because of this hairstyle or like this hair color and for specific, specific dolls? It's just like, it's not enough. Like, I think that's just coincidence. Like, to some extent, I think they just saw this girl group band probably just was like, oh yeah, OMG dolls, they're really popular and they kind of have similar colors and hairstyles to us. Maybe we should like sue them. That's what it looks like to me, because again, this does not seem deliberate on MGA's part. Like, I don't think MGA is again evil and trying to rip off of artists and like take credit over, like, no. These are dolls, okay? These are dolls designed by people who are taking pop culture moments from, the zeitgeist and injecting them into these dolls. And that's what OMG dolls are all about. They're fun that way. They're unique that way. They're not bland. They're cool because they have those references and because they have these real life, references injected into these designs that makes them so cool and makes them stand out. It really elevates the OMG brand, doll brand overall. So for this girl group band to come forth and be like, yeah, no, they stole all these hairstyles and looks from us, it's like, really? I don't think, because it's like none of these are even like really precise. Like the hair color is one thing, but like if it was like the actual outfit, hair color, hairstyle, like everything, that will be something different. But like here, we're talking about specific just hair colors and like specific wardrobe items, and it's just like that to me does not warrant enough. It doesn't warrant anything for them to be like, yeah, justifiable in this decision of, yeah, suing MGA and being like, yeah, we won this fair and square. Like, I think they just got lucky. I don't know. I mean, here we can see examples of the dolls that the jurors actually decided that were good examples of MJ like stealing whatever, copying the girl group band. So I guess these dolls will become, rare. I don't know what's going to happen, honestly, to these dolls. Maybe they're going to become unavailable to purchase. I mean, some of these are really old, but still. So hold on to your OMG dolls. Seriously, because I feel like OMG dolls are really underrated, and I guess it really takes something like this to make people realize that OMG dolls, even in this scenario, right, like they're treated unfairly. Like this whole lawsuit being thrust upon them, and like this claim that they're like ripping off this girl group band and like stealing the likeness or image or color, hair, like this is just so dumb. Excuse me. Like, no, OMG dolls were much bigger than this girl group band. Again, no disrespect. I'm sure they have fans, and I'm sure they were popular at one point where it was like, undeniable. But like in 2019 or 2020 when the OMG dolls initially debuted, I don't think anyone was going like, oh yeah, you know what these dolls remind me of? That one girl group band. Like, I don't think anyone was saying that. I think the people who founded that group were like, they realized that they have similarities, the dolls in the group, and that's why they sued MGA. And obviously, I think that also more proof that this is unjustifiable is that they lost 2 times. I think that's good. That's really good proof that tells you, that shows you that, there was no actual real substance here to warrant this lawsuit. But then they got lucky, I guess, in the third time around. So I don't know. I mean, again, maybe in some instances with like the hairstyle, the crimping, like, is this similar to this hairstyle? Are the hair colors here similar to Divine here, Miss Divine? Yes, but that doesn't warrant a whole lawsuit, and that doesn't warrant them getting 17 or whatever $1 million from MGA. Like, that is so bad. That is so bad. Let's talk about that for a second, because now that this lawsuit, they won, they got the money from MGA. That basically leaves MGA in a really fragile state. So if you want OMG dolls to continue, and if you want MGA as a whole company to keep doing well with other brands as well, then you need to support OMG dolls, you need to support Rainbow High dolls, whatever you can purchase from MGA, please do it now more than ever before, because they really lost a lot of money to a case like this, where again, I think it's unjustifiable. It's not correct. It wasn't done in the right intentions. I think a lot of these similarities for the dolls and the group members is coincidence. It's not on purpose, and it's also not enough proof to warrant so much money being paid off to these people. So yeah, I don't know. That's my opinion. Obviously, you can comment down below what you think. But yeah, so I think this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. So what do you think of this whole lawsuit? Obviously, I do think OMG dolls might be on, thin ice from here on out. But I don't think LOL Surprise OMG dolls are canceled. I just think MJ has to regroup and kind of like think, okay, what's next for us? What can we do next to really get that money back and to really get back into the strong era that we used to be in with when, at the height of OMG dolls, so how can we get back to that space? So I think, OMG dolls are not going anywhere. They just, we might see less being released like in the coming months or like next year, but they're not going anywhere. Rest assured, OMG dolls, MGA, they've been through lawsuits before, and they always come back, better than before. So they're not going anywhere, rest assured. And I really hope that OMG dolls don't go anywhere because, they're one of the big reasons why I got back into doll collecting, like seriously. So this whole thing to me just seems so unfair. That's what I would say. It's unfair. It is not justified. There's not enough proof. To me, it seems to me that they just got lucky. Again, 2 times before they had sued MJ. 2 times they lost. That shows you already enough that, if they lost 2 times, it really seems that they just got lucky with like who was in the courtroom that day or whatever. It really seems that they just got lucky this time. But still, that money has been lost to MJ. They had to pay that money, so it's a lot of money. So especially with the upcoming Bratz Mean Girls dolls, I'm sure they're gonna sell anyways really well. But if you really want to support MJ, please purchase like one of those dolls. You need to show your support right now more than ever because yeah, MJ, they lost a lot of money. And like previously this year, they had to recall all these MJ Miniverse toys. So it's been a turbulent year for MGA. And I know no company is perfect, obviously, but I think, they've done so much for us with Rainbow High, OMG dolls, they're a really big part of the doll community. So I think we really need to show we need to show them support with after this lawsuit happening. One thing I forgot to mention is that the girl group band's name, they are called the OMG Girls with a Z at the end. So obviously that is very similar to the OMG dolls name. They're called OMG dolls, but OMG dolls, it does stand for Outrageous Millennial Girls. So that is the full title of the OMG dolls, but with the OMG girls, it's just OMG, like oh my gosh, and girls with a Z, with a Z, which to me more seems similar to Bratz. Are they gonna come for Bratz next? We shall see. But no, I do think that is that is a coincidence, that for sure, but I don't think that was Again, I don't think OMG dolls were created with the intention of like, oh yeah, like I don't even think like whoever created the name for the OMG dolls was like, oh yeah, we're gonna steal that name from the OMG girls group band. Like yeah, once again I think it's just a coincidence. Is it a very strong one? Yeah, for sure. Both entities being called OMG. It's definitely like, okay, weird. But I do think that's also why this girl group band, they were like, oh yeah, it helps our case more because we're called the same exact, it gives us, merit. But I do think it was just a coincidence, especially because think back to like the times of the 2010s, OMG, LOL, LOL, laughing out loud, YOLO, all those like hashtags, like acronyms, whatever. They were super trendy back then. So I think obviously there would have been a girl group band that would have been called OMG Girls. Like that's, of course there would have been a band called that way. So I don't think that the doll line then being also called OMG dolls, outrageous millennial girls, I do think that's just a coincidence because it is a product of the time that we were in, again, back in the 2010s, 2019, it's just how it was back then. Also, LOL Surprise, that's their thing. They always use acronyms as like doll line names. LOL Surprise, we have the Tots. OMG dolls, we have the fashion dolls. And And we even had the JKs, the little tots with the higher heels to make them look taller. We even had the tweens, BTWs. They're all acronyms, they're all shorter versions of the full-on name. So that's their whole branding. That's the whole thing for LO Surprise. So come on. I'm pretty sure they were not ripping off the girl group band. Again, it's just a coincidence in my eyes. But this whole situation is so messy. Again, show your support to OMG with purchases in a coming month if you want to really help the company out. But what do you think of the situation? Let me know down below. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today to support the channel if you're able to. And of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the loyalty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.